Respected great friends sadhakas, hearty welcome, salutations, gratitudes, congratulations, wishes and prayers. We are studying the sublime text Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana Leelopakhyanam in the third Utpatthi Prakaranam. Mind you, in this Upakhyanam, the teacher is none other than Sakshat Saraswati Mata along with Vasishthaji teaching Rama. So, how authentic, how perfect the jnanam that's conveyed must be. Here, the Vakta in front of you, with whatever Mother's Krupa, Guru Krupa, Bhagavat Krupa are there, talking to you some aspects. But that not the end of all. As we keep on studying again, with the faith on Rama, Vasishtha, Vishwamitra, Valmiki, Mother Saraswati, we become surely more and more sublime, expanded, subtle in our intellects too, grasp the deeper and higher purports of all these Shastras, for which Mother Saraswati or Vasishthaji are teaching. Though what is taught is only one thing through all the Tattvika Shastras, that Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, Jiva Brahma Eva, yet we being drowned so much in our ignorance and the upadhis, it appears to be difficult to grasp this true knowledge in one go. But this is the way. There is no way that we keep on trying to understand. In our effort to understand only, we become qualified to understand. Once the thing starts coming to our understanding, half of the problem is sorted out. The second half is what we have understood, having accepted when we live that knowledge, LIV, which is little tough because as much tough is to gain the knowledge and get convinced, more tough than that is to live it. Yet, with all the inner and outer challenges taken up when we try, when the experience dawns, yes, everything is Brahman, that Brahman I am. Sarvam hi etat Brahma, I am Atma Brahma. That's it. Once that is done, the second half of also sorted out. So, such great are our Shastras. We are giving a chance to ourselves. Our indhana fuel is our sincerity, our humbleness, our regularity. That's it. The remaining all abilities, the Lord and the Gurus will bestow upon us as they have done to all, they will do to us also. It is not our demand, but it is our humble request to them, prayers to them, submissions to them, even beggary to them. We beg them to bless us with that sukshmata to grasp it. Here we are. Yesterday we concluded the 40th Sarga, Samara Samanantara Samsmriti Anubhava Varnanam, where again Adi Chidakasha alone is Satyam is proved, etc. Today we will see starting of 41st Sarga. The name of the Sarga is Bhranti Vichara Varnanam. In this, the Mother Saraswati Leela entered. Then Raja wakes up, does pranams to them, does worship with the flowers, etc. Then to bless them only they have bless him only they have come here. Therefore, Mother Saraswati through the mantri makes him or mantri is woken up. He tells who is this Raja on the asking of Mother Saraswati. Later on, Saraswati Mata touches his mastaka. That makes him remember his earlier life of Raja Padma as well as the Brahmana there. Up to these three he remembers. From there, then the mother takes over and tells about the entire thing to be Bhranta, whatever in any number of lives, n number of lives, your dehas, the upadhis, your karma, your karma phala, your being with the people and acting with them, having so many raga, dvesha, mitra, shatru, yuddha, marana on the pure substratum. The entire thing is only a projected cinema. Other than Brahman is everything else is Bhranti. That's how Bhranti Vichara Varnanam, the contemplation on the Bhranti. Everything. Reality is one. If one is reality, what is everything else? It is projected in how many ever number of forms are there. Like waking plane is real. Any number of dreams come, they're all projected. Unmoving, unchanging TV screen is real. Any number of programs, cinemas that come and go are projected on it. The water is real. Any number of waves, etc., are projected on it. So this is how Bhranti Vicharana is done, in which the Sadvastu is being reminded to us at our intellectual level. That Sadvastu grasping, realizing is our goal. Sadvastu Anubhuti is the Sarvotkrishta Uttama Ucha Lakshya. Having reached where no more anything remains to be reached. Without reaching it, anything else is reached. Is still in the problem only. Dukkhasya antaha na bhavati. Yada charmavadakasham veshtaishyanti manavaha tada devam avijnaya dukkhasyanto bhavishyati. नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयतः शान्तिः अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्. All Shastras we browsing through every day have this only as the theme. For that matter, all our Sanatana Dharma Shastras ultimately aim at the Moksha Purushartha only. Before that, they tell us about the Dharma Purushartha. When practiced, we become qualified for the Moksha. The other two, Artha and Kama, we demand ask at the level of our ignorance. We insist. Therefore, we are provided and we are lost in them only. Our intellects grasp all these things very soon, and we remember that Jnanam always. Live the true Jnanam all the time. Let us see. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेव आदि समस्त ऋषिभ्यो नमः. श्री सरस्वती मात्रे नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य शाश्वत रूपेण वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखघनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदम्। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने भ्रांति विचार वर्णनं नाम एकचत्वारिंशः सर्गः। As ever, let us revel for 10 minutes in the chanting of this most beautiful sarga. That itself is a sadhana for us. Then our job is just to see how much through every shloka understand the knowledge, the content conveyed by Bhagavan Vasishthaji, Mother Saraswati. अत भ्रांति विचार वर्णनम श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। ओम तयोः प्रविष्टयोर्देव्योः पद्मसद्म बभूव तत् चन्द्रद्वयोदयोद्योत धवलोदर सुन्दरं कोमलामल सौगन्ध्य मृदुमन्दारमारुतं तत्प्रभावेन निद्रालु रूपेतर नराङ्गनम् सौभाग्यनन्दनोद्यानं विद्रुतव्याधिवेदनं स वसन्तं वनमिव फुल्लं प्रातरिवाम्बुजं तयोर्देहप्रभापूरैः शशिनिष्यन्दशीतलैः आह्लादितोऽसौ बुबुधे राजोक्षितैवामृतैः। आसनद्वयविश्रान्त सददर्शाप्सरोद्वयं मेरुशृङ्गद्वये चन्द्र बिम्बद्वयमिवोदितं निमेषमिव संचिन्त्य सविस्मितमना नृपः उत्तस्थौ शयनात् शेषात् इव चक्रगदाधरः उत्तस्थौ शयनात् शेषात् इव चक्रगदाधरः परिसंयमितालम्बी माल्यहाराधराम्बरः पुष्पाहार इवोत्फुल्लं जग्राह कुसुमाञ्जलिम् उपधानप्रदेशस्थात् स्वयं पटलकोटरात् बद्धपद्मासनो भूमौ भूत्वोवाचेदमानतः। जयतां जन्मदौ स्थित्य दाहदोषशशिप्रभे देव्यौ बाह्याभ्यन्तरतमौ विद्रावरणरविप्रभे। तयोरुक्तिवेति तत्याज पादयोः कुसुमाञ्जलिं तीरद्रुमो विकसितः पद्मिन्योः पद्मयोरिव लीलायै भूपजन्माथ वक्तुं मन्त्रिणमीश्वरी बोधयामास पार्श्वस्थं सङ्कल्पेन सरस्वती प्रबुद्धोऽप्सरसौ दृष्ट्वा प्रणम्य कुसुमाञ्जलिं तयोः पादेषु संत्यज्य विवेश पुरतो नतः उवाच देवी हे राजन् कस्त्वं कस्य सुतः कदा इह जात इति श्रुत्वा समन्त्री वाक्यमब्रवीत् देव्यौ युष्मत्प्रसादोऽयं भवत्योरवियत्पुरः वक्तुं शक्नोमि तद्देव्यौ श्रूयेतां जन्ममत्प्रभोः आसीत् इक्ष्वाकुवंशस्थः राजा राजीवलोचनः श्रीमान् कुन्दरथो नाम दोश्चायाथुच्चादितावनिः तस्याभूदिन्दुवदनः पुत्रो भद्रथाभिदः तस्य विश्वरथः पुत्रः तस्य पुत्रो बृहद्रथः तस्य सिन्धुरथः पुत्रः तस्य शैलरथः सुतः तस्य कामरथः पुत्रः तस्य पुत्रः नभोरथः तस्य विष्णुरथः पुत्रः तस्य पुत्रो नभोरथः अयमस्मत् प्रभुस्तस्य पुत्रः पूर्णामलाकृतिः अमृतापूरितजनः क्षीरोदस्येव चन्द्रमाः महद्भिः पुण्यसम्भारैर्विदूरथ इति श्रुतः जातो मातुः सुमित्राया गौर्या गुह इवापरः पितास्य दशवर्षस्य दत्त्वा राज्यं वनं गतः पालयत्येष भूपीठं ततः प्रभृति धर्मतः भवत्यावद्य सम्प्राप्ते फलिते सुकृतद्रुमे देव्यो दीर्घतपः क्लेश शतैर्दुष्प्रापदर्शने इति अयं वसुधाधीशः विदूरथ इति श्रुतः अद्य युष्मत्प्रसादेन परां पावनतां गतः इत्युक्त्वा संस्थिते तूष्णीं मन्त्रिण्यवनिपे तथा कृताञ्जलौ नतमुखे बद्धपद्मासने वनौ राजन् स्मरविवेकेन पूर्वजातिमिति स्वयं वदन्ती मूर्ध्निपस्पर्श तं करेण सरस्वती अथ हार्दं तमो माया पद्मस्य क्षयमाययौ सुविकासं च हृदयं ज्ञप्तिस्पर्शोदये भवतु सस्मारपूर्ववृत्तान्तम् अन्तःस्फुरत् इव स्थितं त्यक्तदेहैकराज्यत्वं लीलाविलसितान्वितं ज्ञात्वा प्रज्ञप्तिवृत्तान्तं लीलायास्तु विजृम्भितम् आत्मोदन्तं बभूवासौ ऊह्यमान इवार्णने उवाचात्मनि संसारे बतमायेयमातता परिज्ञाता प्रसादेन देव्योरिह मयाधुना राजोवाच हे देव्यौ किम् इदं नाम दिनमेकं मृतस्य मे गतमध्येह जातानि वयोवर्षाणि सप्ततिः स्मराम्यनेककार्याणि स्मरामि प्रपितामहं स्मरामि बाल्यं तारुण्यं मित्रं बन्धुपरिच्छदं ज्ञप्तिरुवाच राजन्मृतिमहामोह मूर्छायाः समनन्तरं तस्मिन् लोकान्तरेतीते तस्मिन्नेव मुहूर्तके तस्मिन्नेव गृहे चास्मिन् एव व्योम्न्यपि सद्मनि अयं तस्य गृहस्यान्तर्यो मन्येव किल स्थिते गिरिग्रामकविप्रस्य गृहेऽन्तर्भूपमण्डपः तस्यान्तरे यमाभाति प्रत्येकं च जगद्गृहं किल ब्राह्मणगेहान्तर्जीवस्ते मदुपास्थितः तत्रैव तस्य भूपीठं तस्मिंश्च किल मण्डपे तस्यैव च गृहस्यान्तर् इदं संसारमण्डलं तत्रैवेदं तव गृहं स्थितम् आरम्भमन्थरं तत्रैव चेतसि तव निर्मलाकाशनिर्मले प्रतिभाम् आगतमिदं व्यवहारभ्रमाततं यथेदं नाम मे जन्म तथेक्ष्वाकुकुलं मम एव नामान एते मे पुरा भुवन् पितामहः जातोऽहमभवं बालः दशवर्षस्य मे पिता परिव्राट् विपिनं यातः इह राज्येऽभिषिञ्च मां ततो दिग्विजयं कृत्वा राज्यमकण्टकम् अमीभिर्मन्त्रिभिः पौरैः पालयामि वसुन्धरां यज्ञक्रियाक्रमवतः धर्मे पालयतः प्रजाः वयसः समतीतानि मम वर्षाणि सप्तति इदं परबलं प्राप्तं मम दारुणविग्रहः युद्धं कृत्वेदमायातो गेहमस्मिन् यथा स्थितम् इमे देव्यौ गृहे प्राप्ते ममैते पूजयाम्यहं पूजिता हि प्रयच्छन्ते देवताः ससमीहितं ममेयमेतयोरेका ज्ञानं जातिस्मृतिप्रदम् इह दत्तवती देवी भाब्जस्येव विकासनम् इदानीं कृतकृत्योऽस्मि जातोऽस्मि गतसंशयः शाम्यामि परिनिर्वामि सुखमासे च केवलम् इतीयमातता भ्रान्तिर्भवतो भूरि सम्भ्रमा नानाचारविहाराढ्या सलोकान्तरसञ्चरा यस्मिन्नेव मुहूर्ते त्वं मृतिमभ्यागतः पुरा तदैव प्रतिभैषाते स्वयमेवोदिता हृदि एकाम् आवर्तचरणां त्यक्त्वा दत्ते यथा परां क्षिप्रमेव नदीवाहो विप्रवाहस्तथैव च आवर्तान्तरसम्मिश्रो यथा वर्तः प्रवर्तते कदाचिदेवं सर्गश्रीर्मिश्रा च वर्धते तस्मिन् स्मृति मुहूर्ते ते प्रतिभानमुपागतम् एतज्जालमसद्रूपं चिद्भानोः समुपस्थितं यथा स्वप्नमूर्तेऽन्तः संवत्सरशतभ्रमः यथा सङ्कल्पनिर्माणे जीवनं मरणं पुनः यथा गन्धर्वनगरे कुड्यमण्डनवेदनं यथा नौयानसंरम्भे वृक्षपर्वतवेपनं यथा स्वधातुसंक्षोभे पूर्वपर्वतनर्तनं यथा समञ्जसस्वप्ने स्वशिरः प्रविकर्तनं मिथ्यैवमियं प्रौढा भ्रान्तिराततरूपिणी वस्तुतस्तु न जातोऽसि न मृतोऽसि कदाचन शुद्धविज्ञानरूपस्त्वं शान्त आत्मनि तिष्ठसि पश्यसि वै तदखिलं न च पश्यसि किञ्चन सर्वात्मकतया नित्यं प्रकचस्यात्मनात्मने महामणिरिवोदार आलोक इव भास्वरः वस्तुतस्तु न भूपीठम् इदं न च भवानयं न चैमे गिरयो ग्रामाः न चैते न च वै वयं गिरिग्रामकविप्रस्य मण्डपाकाशके किल तल्लीलाभर्तृदाराढ्यं जगदाभातभास्वरं तत्र लीलाराजधानी मण्डपा मण्डिताकृतिः भाति तस्योदरे व्योम्नि तदेवं विदितं जगत् तस्मिन् जगति गेहेऽन्तर् यस्मिन् वयमिह स्थिताः एवं तेषां मण्डपानां व्योमाव्योमैव निर्मलं तथैव मण्डपेष्वस्ति न मही न च तप्तदं न वनानि न शैलौघा न मेघसरिदर्णवाः केवलं तत्र निःशून्ये विहरन्ति गृहे जनाः न पश्यन्ति जनानापि पार्थिवा न च भूधराः विदुरथ उवाच एवं चेत् तत्कथं देवि ममेहानुचरा इमे सम्पन्ना आत्मना सन्ति ते किमात्मनि नोऽथवा जगत्स्वप्नार्थसद्वद्भाति तस्य स्वप्नवनरादयः वनादयः कथमात्मनि नित्या सत्या स्युर्न सत्यामेति मे वद श्रीसरस्वत्युवाच राजन्विदितवेद्येषु शुद्धबोधकरूपिषु न किञ्चिदेतत्सद्रूपं चिद्योमात्मसु जागतं शुद्धबोधात्मनो भाति कृतो नाम जगद्भ्रमः रज्ज्वां सर्पभ्रमे शान्ति पुनः सर्पभ्रमः कुतः असद्भावे परिज्ञाते कुतः सत्था जगद्भ्रमे परिज्ञाते मृगजले पुनर्जलमतिः कुतः स्वप्नकाले परिज्ञाते स्वे स्वप्नमरणं कुतः स्वस्वप्ने स्वप्नमृतिभिः अमृतस्यैव जायते बुद्धस्य शुद्धस्य शरण्यवः श्रीः स्वच्छावदाताति तशा स्वच्छावदाताति तथाशयस्य अहं जगच्चेति कुशब्दकार्थो न वस्तुतः सोऽङ्गहि वाचिकं ददौ इत्युक्तवत्यत श्रीवाल्मीकिरुवाच इत्युक्तवत्यत मुनौ दिवसो जगाम सायन्तनाय विधयेस्तमिनो जगाम स्नातुं सभाकृतनमस्करणा जगाम श्यामक्षये रविकरैश्च सहा जगाम इत्यार्षे श्रीवासिष्ठमहारामायणे वाल्मीकीये उत्पत्तिप्रकरणे लीलोपाख्याने भ्रान्तिविचारवर्णनं नाम एकचत्वारिंशः सर्गः। ॐ इति पञ्चमदिवसम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ श्रीराम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय जय राम श्रीराम 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 जय राम जय राम जय राम। ओम श्रीराम शरणं मम श्रीरामायण शरणं मम श्रीवसिष्ठ शरणं मम श्रीविश्वामित्र शरणं मम श्रीवाल्मीकि शरणं मम श्री सरस्वती शरणं मम श्री व्यासा शरणं मम श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम श्रीराम शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वसिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणे लीलोपाख्याने भ्रांति विचार वर्णन। देखो, everyone doesn't get this chance to listen to this sublime text. We got it. In our own way, let us try to grasp the things said in our own pace and speed. No mixing up with our vyavahara nor comparing with others. Like others have become doctors, you have not become. You became engineer, others have not. In the same way, we are given this blessing, stick to that, of listening these Shastras, through that slowly grasping the knowledge. Okay, so the Bhranti Vichara Varnana is the name of this Sarga. Varnana, description about the Bhranti Vichara, how in Bhranti everything is projected. Everything is projected in Bhranti other than the reality. The unchanging, unmoving, unborn, undying, one without second, pure existence, pure consciousness is the reality truth. Okay? Other than that, everything is on that only. Projected, accepted, and lived. We are living like that. So this Leela Upakhyana, Raja Viduratha, and Leela Katha, they are all the means for us to catch this knowledge. Vasishtha is narrating this to Rama Vasishtha ji. Okay, now starting. अथ भ्रांति विचार वर्णनम एकचत्वारिंशः सर्गः श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच. Vasishtha ji is telling Ramji. What is he telling? Tayoho pravishtayor devyoho. When both the Devis, Leela and Saraswati, when they have pravishta entered. What is that they entered? Padma Sadma. That bedroom, Antapura room of the Padma Raja. He was Brahmana, he himself next life Padma. Now he is the Raja Viduratha. But the Padma Raja's wife Leela, the Leela ke vaste came, therefore he is named as Padma. So don't ask, is he Padma or is Viduratha or is Brahmana? All three are Mithya. Brahman alone is here. One go, sab kaat diya. In this, you will see toward the end, while concluding the Bhranti, she says, now you are seeing both of us, you are happy, you are worshipping us, and with our grace, you said you will get moksha. Even this also Bhranti, she says. Seeing us also is a Bhranti, but it is a helpful Bhranti to awaken us to the reality. इतना अकल तो आ गया होगा अभी हमको ना. ये part of the Bhranti only, part of the Mithya only, a part of the Kalpita Chitta only, but helps in awakening. Till getting awakened, we follow that. Like a part of the dream called a fire accident or a tiger chasing or drowning in a river, that only wakes us up from the dream. That was a part of dream, but helped us in waking up or not. Same way, this whole thing I am talking to you, you are listening, sab mithya hai. That is why I am not worried whether you listen or not. But it is helpful. There is no other way than this way to wake up to. So when they entered to that Padma Satma, Satma means not Indiwala Satma. Satma means the house, the place of stay, the ghar, the gruha, the antapura. Babhuvatat. And how that room became when these two have entered? Chandradvaya Udaya Udhyota Dhavala Udara Sundara. When at one time Purna Chandrama, two of the Chandramas rise, how whitish the whole earth becomes. Beautiful it becomes, whole place. In that way, the whole hall filled with bright, brilliant, blazing light of two moons rising at one time. Chandradvaya Udaya Udhyota Dhavala Udara Sundara. That whole hall appeared like that. They are divine beings. No doubt about it. Divya Kanti se bhar gaya pura kamra, having these two entered there. Then Komala Amala Saugandhya Mrudu Mandara Marutam. Maybe Tulsidas ji has studied this book also. Therefore, he also again and again describes na Trividha Vayu, Shitala, Manda and Mrudula Vayu. Cold, slow, and soft touching Vayu blows wherever Rama goes. Here, same. Komala, tender to touching. Amala, pure. Saugandhya, fragrant. Mrudu, uh, Mrudu is soft. Mandara, with the fragrance of Mandara Pushpa. Marutam, the Vayu was felt in that hall, in their presence. Tat Prabhavena, because of the prabhava of the presence of these two divine beings, ladies, Nidralu Nrupatehe uh, Anaranganam, that Raja who is sleeping, see, Tat Prabhavena Nidralu Nrupatehe, uh, sorry, Tat Prabhavena Nidralu Nrupeta, I said Nrupate, Nrupetara, Rupa Itara Anaranganam. So, because of the Prabhav of these two, other than the Raja, all of them were in deep sleep. Rupa Itara Anara Anganam, all of them were they were there as taking care of the king. So सारे लोग मस्त निद्रा deep में हैं except the Raja. Then Saubhagya Nandana Udyanam. That place was like the Nandanavana of Indra of the Sarga with all the Saubhagya, with all the richnesses, etc. because of their presence. Vidruta Vyadhi Vedanam. In their presence, all the Vyadhi, diseases, Vedanam, the Dukkhas have gone away. So these are very subtle things, connect them to what we are chanting every day morning, the Atharvana Veda, stutis and mantras and suktas. That today we invoked the Vanaspati Raja, Devata, asking for freeing us from all the Shapa Ityadi. Tomorrow again we are going to see the Roga Nivarana Suktam, and that special rogas are which have come to us genetically, or you call as Sankramita Roga, from the parents, grandparents, ऐसे कुछ रोग होते हैं. Like in that family, they have this history of, there's this, what do you call, infection instead of allergy, sinusitis. वो ऊपर से लेकर सबको होता है. Or they have the arthritis problem. His grandfather also had, his father also had, he is also now developing it. Congenital, some came coming from their own history, it is called. How what prayers to remove them. Tomorrow we are going to see that. Devataon ka upasana. So here, these Devis, when they came, all the roga, all the vedana, dukkha also gone. If at all it is there in anybody in that. That's the divine presence. You can see that even now, when the highly evolved Mahatmas, Jnana Margi, Bhakti Margi, Yoga Margi, jo bhi ho, when you are in that presence, our own Sharira Rogas, Manasika Shantis, the Bhaya about the life, they go away. And when we come out of them, again that becomes, but in their presence. That's what he said. Saubhagya Nandanodhyanam. In the Saubhagya, that place is looking like Nandanavanam. And Vidruta ran away. Vyadi, the diseases. Vedanam, the pain. Then Sa Vasantam Vanam Iva. As in the Vasanta Rutu, the Vana, Shobha becomes so beautiful with every tree full of leaves, full of what do you call birds and the blossomed flowers, very healthy. So Vasantam Vanam Iva Fullam Prataha Iva Ambujam. In the Vasanta Rutu, early morning, how the all flowers, especially lotuses, blossom. Uh, that's how the whole place became in the presence of these Devis. Then Tayor Deha Prabha Puraihi Shashi Nishyanda Sheetalaihi Ahladitaha Aso Raja Ukshiteva Amritaihi Bubudhe. Ah, see that poetic explanation of Vasishthaji. If only we also know little of Sanskrit भाषा. मैं तो कहता हूँ अगले जन्म में पहले संस्कृत सीखूं. अगले जन्म में अभी नई नई अक्षर जुकरूम करने हैं ना. Must learn Sanskrit Bhasha, otherwise we miss the joy of lakhs and lakhs of shlokas that are written in our Shastras in Sanskrit. Know Sanskrit for the sake of our Shastras at least. मैं तो वही प्रे करता हूँ, visualize, let every Indian Bharatiya know the Sanskrit Bhasha and revel in all these Shastras. So, Tayoho of both those Devis, Deha Prabha Puraihi, because of the Deha Prabha or Kanti of them, Shashi Nishyanda Sheetalaihi. It was so cooling, like from the Chandrama, the cooling Kiranas come. With that Ahladitaha, touched by that cooling effect of the Kanti of their Dehas, Ahladitaha, feeling that joy and happiness, Asau Raja, this Raja, Ubude Ukshitaiva Amritaihi. He has just woken up as if from within him some Amritapana drinking thought has arisen. So the Amrita like of touch of the Deha Kanti of them woken him up. Then Asanadvaya Vishranta. When he woke up, in two asanas separate, both the Devis were seated already. Asanadvaya Vishranta. Sadadarsha Apsarodvayam. Both the Apsaras, he has seen them, looking like Apsara. Meru Shrungadvaye. The Meru Parvata, it has got two Shrungas. From both the Shrungas, Dvaye Chandrabimba Dvayam Iva Uditam. Like the Purna Chandrama from the Meru Shrunga, two of them, when they rise, how it looks like. Seated in the chair, both of them were like the fully risen Chandramas. चंद्रमा की तरह इतना दिव्य रूप में they were seen by the Raja. Nimeshameva sanchintya. For a fraction of a moment, he just thought. Then sa vismita mana, with full wonderment and ascharya, Nrupaha Raja uttasto shayanat. He woke up from that sleeping bed. Sheshadiva chakra gadadhara. Like on from Adishesha, as the Vishnu Bhagwan, holder of the chakra and Gada, how he wakes up, he woke up. That Raja is like Vishnu Swarup only. So ऐसा comparison. From the Adishesha as Vishnu wakes up, from that his talpa, this Raja got up. Then first thing he did, Parisamyamita Alambi Malya Hara Adhara Ambara. So while sleeping, whatever the disturbance happened, either to the head and hair and to the necklaces or the mala, pushpa mala, even the vastra, he took a minute to set all of that. है ना परिसंयमित आलंबी माल्य हाराधर अंबरः. So mala and all the Abharanas and the Ambara, the Vastra, he set. Then Pushpaharaha iva Utfullam Jagraha Kusumanjalim. He took the Kusuma, the flowers, into his hands. From where? Upadhana Pradeshasthat. From next to the pillow, the flowers were kept in a beautiful bowl. From that, he took those flowers. Swayam Patala Kotarat. Ana Upadhana is the pillow, Pradeshasthas next to that, Patala Kotara is the basket in which flowers are kept. From there he took the flowers. Then Baddha Padmasanaha, he sat on the Baddha Padmasana on the ground in front of those two mothers. Bhumau Bhutva Uvasa Idam Anataha. Having saluted Namaskar Karke Anataha to both of them, he spoke these words. Raja. है ना उनके चरण के पास बैठ गए वो पद्मासन में ऐसे देन जयताम जय हो विक्टरी टू यू हु आर यू जन्म दौस्थित्य दाह दोष शशि प्रभे starting from the janma throughout the life whatever the daha whatever the tapa is there to remove that like the shashi prabha you are here seated jayakar to you hail to you victory to you o both of you devyau O Devis, you are like Bhakyantar Tamau Vidravarana Ravi Prabhe. Your Prabha, like the moon, is to remove the dukkha of me, and also like the sunlight, here to remove the inner and outer Tamaha. Bhakya, outside, Abhyantara, inner, Tamaha, the darkness, Vidravana, chasing away. Ravi Prabhau, Ravi Prabhe, you are the Ravi Prabha. So, Chandrakanti, to remove the dukkha, Surya Kanti to remove the ajnana. He is praising them. Stuti tayoho uktva iti. In this way, having addressed them like that, tatyaja padayoho kusumanjalim. He just offered the flowers at their feet. And how the feet were looking? Tiradrumaha vikasitaha padminyoho padmayoriva. See, beautiful trees with lots of flowers in the banks of a river or a lake, and in that lake, full of blossomed lotuses. And from that tree, when the flowers fall on the lotuses, flowers falling on the flowers. So their charana are like Kamala, already like flowers. On that, he offered the flowers. So Tira Druma Vikasitaha Padminyoho Padmayoho Iva. Like on this पद्मिनी रिवर में पद्म फ्लावर्स के ऊपर तीर द्रुम विकसित पुष्प गिरते हैं उस तरह he offered the flowers at the lotus like feet of both of them. Then लीलायै भूपजन्माथ वक्तुम मंत्रिणम ईश्वरी बोधयामास पार्श्वस्थम संकल्पेन सरस्वती. तो लीलायै, for the sake of Leela, Bhupa of that Raja, Janma Athavaktum, to make her know the Janma of this Raja, to make Leela know the Janma of this Raja. What did Saraswati did? Ishwari, that Saraswati, Mantrinam Parshvastam Sankalpena Bodhayamas. With her Sankalpa, he woke up the Mantri who must be somewhere nearby sleeping. So through the mantri, she wants to know, she wants to make Leela know the Janma Vruttanta of this Raja. प्रबुद्धोऽप्सरसौ दृष्ट्वा प्रणम्य कुसुमाञ्जलिं तयोः पादेषु तत् सन्त्यज्य विवेश परतो नतः. प्रबुद्धः, that mantri woke up. Apsarasau drishtva, seeing those divine, both of them beings there. Pranamya, having did pranam to them. Kusumanjalim, tayoho padeshu samtyajya, he also took flowers, offered at their feet. Vivesha purataha, sat in front. Nataha, with the head bent in the namaskara murti, in that salutational pose. Then Uvacha Devi, then Mother Saraswati said, Hey Rajan, O Raja, to Raja she is asking, Kastvam, who are you? Kasya Sutaha, whose son you are you? Kada iha jataha, when are you born? Iti Shrutva. When Saraswati Mata asked these questions to Raja, Raja will not answer directly about himself. Na? Iti Shrutva Samantri Vakyam Abravit. That Mantri, Sahamantri Vakyam Abravit. Mantri replied on behalf of the Raja to these questions: who are you, whose son you are, when are you born? Devyau, O mothers, O Devis, Yushmat Prasadaha, it is your grace. I am this one. Hi Bhavatyoho Aviyat Puraha, in front of you. Vaktum Shaknomi, I am given an opportunity and empowerment to speak. Tat Devyau, therefore, O Devis, Shruyetam, please listen. Janma Mat Prabho, हमारे राजा का जन्म कहेंगे आपके अनुग्रह से कहने का मौका मिला. By your grace, I got opportunity to speak. Here I am speaking about the Janma of our king. Please listen. So he is telling Asit was there Ikshvaku Vamshothaha, born in the Ikshvaku Vamsha. A Raja. What is his name? Raja Rajivalochanaha, lotus eyed. Shriman, the full of all riches, inner and outer. His name was Kundaratha. Kundaratho Nama was there. Doshchayad Uchadita Avanihi. The one who has with his two shoulders has conquered the whole Bhumi and kept his hands on that Bhumi as a sheltering, let us say, umbrella. पूरा भूमंडल को खींच कर क्या कहते हैं आक्रमित करके या जीत कर अपने छत्र छाया हाथ रूपी छत्र छाया में रखा. So this Kundaratha Nama, Raja in the Ikshvaku Vamsha. So Sriman Kundarato Namaha Doshayat Uchadita Avanihi. Tasya Avod Induvadanaha Putraha Bhadraratha Vidaha. He had a son whose face was as cute and beautiful like the moon only. Induvadanaha. The one whose Vadana was like Indu, he had a son. What is his name? Bhadraratha. तो कुंदरथ का बेटा भद्ररथ है. भद्ररथो नाम. तस्य टू दैट भद्ररथ वाज हिज सन विश्वरथः पुत्रः. सो भद्ररथ का पुत्र विश्वरथः. तस्य पुत्रः बृहद्रथः. सो द विश्वरथ हैड सन बाय नेम बृहद्रथ. मे बी मेनी अदर सन्स बट उनको तो इस राजा के यहाँ ले आना है ना. सो ओनली दैट लीनिएज इज टॉकिंग. सो विश्वरथ पुत्र बृहद्रथः. तस्य सिंधुरथः. बृहद्रथ हैड ए सन बाय नेम सिंधुरथः. तस्य शैलरथः. ये सारे रथी लोग हैं. हिज नेम इज शैलरथः. देन तस्य कामरथः. शैलरथ पुत्र इज कामरथः. तस्य पुत्रः नभोरथः. He had a son by name Nabhoratha. He may be many months, but this one lineage. Then of this Nabhoratha was a son Vishnuratha. Sorry, Tasya Kamaratra Putra, Tasya Vishnuratha. Vishnuratha's putra is Nabhoratha. Okay. I am Aspat Prabhu Tasya Putraha. And our this king is son of that Nabhoratha. So this Raja's father's name is Nabhoratha. Purna Amala Akrutihi. He is Purna Chandrama ke saman, Sundara Divya, without any blemish. He is this king of ours. Amrita Apurita Janaha, who makes his praja filled with Amrita Anubhuti by his Palana Raja ityadi. Kshirodasya iva Chandramaha. So, he is Amrita Purita Janaha Kshirodasya Chandramaha. As Chandrama makes the Kshira Sagara Amritamaya, he with his taking care makes the Praja Amrita Swarupa Anandi. Mahadbihi Punya Sambharair. With all these Punya Karmas and wonderful ruling, gives the Amrita Anubhava to the Praja like the Chandrama giving to the Samudra. So the Rajya and Praja are Kshira Sagara, he is like Chandrama, giving them that prasannata, that anandaha. So then Mahadbihi Punya Sambharair. By the way, what is his name? Viduratha iti Shrutaha. So the name of this king is Viduratha. So the Brahmana, whose name was Vaashishtha, he himself is Raja Padma, In the next life, he himself now is Viduratha. You and I also look back with Yoga Shakti. What lives we had, we didn't know. We don't know what names. Better don't know. Better it is not to know. है ना, इस जिंदगी का ही हम पहले दिन जो हमारे गुजरे उसको हम छुपा के रखना चाहते हैं. डू यू वांट टू शेयर ऑल थिंग्स वी डन? Isn't it? Then why remember of the earlier lives what we were and all? Funny. Not required. So, in this way, starting from the Kundaratha, now the Viduratha is the name of this king our. Then Jato Matuhu Sumitraya. So that Nabhoratha's wife is Sumitra. Of that Nabhoratha Sumitra Dampati is this Raja Viduratha. Viduratha's mother is Sumitra. Gauriya Guhai Vapara. Like to Gauri Devi, the Kartikeya Guha Subramanya is born. Same way to this Dampati born is this Raja Viduratha. Pita Asya, of him the father, Dashavarshasya. Only at the age of 10 years of this boy, Dattva Rajyam, he gave him the kingdom Vanam Gata. 10 साल में उनको वैराग्य, बच्चे का 10 साल की उम्र में द फादर नभोरथा got vairagya, took sannyasa, took permission from all, went into jungle for his tapasya. From then onwards, this Raja Viduratha is ruling the kingdom so beautifully. When this is being told, which is in the present life, then Mother Saraswati touches the head of the Raja Viduratha to give him the smriti of the earlier life. Immediately remembers his life as Padma as well as Brahmana. Then surprising is what? He, as a Raja Vidura Padma, died just 1 day back only. एक ही दिन पहले. Only 1 day. But now he is already lived 70 years here. How is it all? To that question, the Leela Mata says, the Desha, Kala, Janma, Marana, Rajya, Praja, Sukha, Dukha, all are Chitta Bhranti only. Chitta Kalpana only on the Adhisthana. That Chitta, expression of Maya, has such an infinite, inexplicable power that it projects all this. Yet dare not touch the reality. And O Raja, neither you are Viduratha, nor the Padma, nor even Brahmana. तीन तो बताया, इसका अर्थ बिफोर ब्राह्मणा यू आर समथिंग समथिंग समथिंग, पता नहीं कितने हजारों है. लीला herself remembered her 800 lives, no? Vaisa, some of them she narrated also. So all of them go on going on, projected out of Sankalpa in the absence of the knowledge of I am Brahman. So till Aham Brahmasmi is realized in this way, Chitta Kalpita Janma Parampara Samsara goes on going on. Now think what you want to do. Continuation of it tomorrow we'll see. Sarvam Ramarpanam Om Purnamadaha Sutimatre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu Bol Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai, Vasishtha Bhagavan ki Jai, Saraswati Maya ki Jai, Sava Santana ki Jai, Sadhunatha Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you. Join for Laghu Vakya Vritti.